Parkinsons. This is my husband, Bill. He does not.
Hello.
We're going to do a question and answer today, and so we're just going to jump right on in here and see what we can see. First question is for Bill. How long have you had a beard?
About 46 years. And I have shaved it off a couple of times. One time when my son didn't recognize me. And other times I just...
When we first met each other, he didn't have a beard. He had a mustache. So do you want to tell them what happened with the mustache?
Went over to Darlene's parents to meet them. And I was down in the bathroom and I heard her and her mom talking. And her mom said, he looks an awful lot like Michael with that mustache. So I went back into the bathroom, found an old razor and shaved my mustache off.
Yeah, he shaved his mustache right off. He came out
and said, I'm nothing like Michael.
He didn't want to be associated with Michael that way, so he made sure. And then Mom loved the fact that he was clean shaven. Didn't last long. He started to grow a beard right away. And then she kept saying, he looks 10 years younger without a beard. Why doesn't he shave it? But it was the bane of her existence. He very seldom did. And then when he would shave it, he would grow it right back. Next question is for me. How long have I worn glasses? Well, how long I've needed glasses is different than how long I've worn glasses. I needed glasses since high school, but I always said I just compensated well. I just strained my eyes a little bit more and did without them. But in about 2010, I realized I couldn't see my patterns, I couldn't see my stitches, so I broke down and got glasses at that point. Third, what year did you get married? It's a test.
1985.
85. So we met in mid-September of 84, and we were married in mid-May 1985. That was only 8 months. What would have convinced us that we needed to get married in 8 months?
Her mother was having a heart attack.
My mom had a heart attack, and she was waiting for surgery, and Bill and I were living together, and she said, I don't want you living in sin. Are you going to marry that boy? And I said, yes, we are, but we're going to wait. And she says, well, if you're going to marry him, why don't you just do it now? I said to Bill, you want to just do it now? He said, yep, might as well. So we went ahead and did it now. So, as a matter of fact, the day before we got married was my daughter's 6th birthday. And we had a party for her birthday at Chuck E. Cheese's with a whole bunch of kids. That's how we celebrated the night before we got married. Craziness. Here's a medical question. It says, what was it that made me know that it was time to stop driving? Well, Claudine tells me that I should never have been driving. I'm the only person she knows that has had a ticket for going too slow. And I am a very slow driver. I probably impede traffic because I'm slow. So I didn't do a lot of driving. I sort of let everybody else drive. So when I went to the family doctor and he was pretty sure what the diagnosis was going to be, and he was sending me over to the neurology office, he told me at that point that I should not be driving anymore, and then the neurologist confirmed that that was the case. So that was right before I left Bridgewater. Since diagnosis, how much can I see or feel the changes physically and mentally? I've done a couple of videos about this. It's very noticeable to me. It wasn't at the beginning, like the changes were subtle at the beginning. Now, as I manage tasks, I keep finding things that I can't do anymore. The other day I tried to separate an egg and I found out I can't separate eggs. My thoughts are more jumbled. I'd say they're more jumbled, Bill. Like I'm not as clear.
Yeah, you keep forgetting things.
I keep forgetting things, and I mix things up a little bit. Days of the week. I get mixed up on days of the week. For example, my A-linker. When I got my A-linker, which was in the summer or spring, I was able to ride it. I couldn't ride it at the end. My balance was just too bad. So that was a task that had changed just in that few months. So yes, things are becoming very noticeable that I'm having trouble with them. So Bill has a couple of stories about when he lived in Scotland. He came to Scotland when you were 11. He was 11 years old when he came from Scotland. So he's going to tell you a couple memories that he has from when he was back in Scotland.
When my friend and I were playing cowboys and Indians, he used a knitting needle as an arrow and he shot it at me and got me in the leg.
And you still have the mark.
Yeah.
Well, you said that was near the William Wallace
Monument.
or something, yeah, so
At the bottom of the street we lived on was the William Wallace Monument.
very good. And did you have a dog when you were there?
Yeah, we had a German Shepherd. And when we were little, we could go outside and if we walked too close to the road, the dog would go on the outside and push us back in towards it.
I said it's like a sheepdog herding the kids.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He has some really cute pictures when he was young, you know, wearing like little shorts with the bib on the top and the straps, and oh my gosh, he was adorable. What happened? You were adorable.
Got old.
Oh dear me. Okay, Bill, have you always liked wild colors and patterns?
Yes.
Yes. We went to my cousin's house, and it was, you know, a fairly dress-up affair. So I said to Bill, you know, we're going to dress up a little bit. I don't dress up much, but a little bit. And he says, well, I don't have much dress-up stuff. I'm going to go buy myself something new. And I thought, oh, that's nice. So anyway, he went, and he looked dapper. As far as I was concerned, he looked dapper Dan. Well, we went, and I didn't realize, but other people, I guess, thought he looked like a hillbilly. I thought he looked wonderful. But he had a lemon yellow button-up shirt. He had cargo pants that were kind of a beige color. And then he had rainbow suspenders. And he looked really nice. But I guess we were a little wild for them. But so we don't get invited to fancy dancy things anymore.
No, never did.
Yeah. When did you start to really drop things on a regular basis?
That must be to you.
That's to me. About 2 years ago, I started dropping things. Now I drop everything. Like everything I put in my hands is dropped. So, and it's because I have neuropathy in my hands, and I don't feel like all I get is a little tiny tingle there. That's all I get there. We're just about at the end. Okay, this is for both of us. How much did you weigh at birth?
I think I weighed about 9 pounds, 8 ounces.
Isn't that awful for the mother? Oh. Now, I do remember, I don't remember. I remember seeing my weight was 5'6". So I grew quite considerably from 5'6" up to 291. I had a big growth spurt there. Now, our children, my daughter was 8'10", and my son was 9'8". So he would have been just like you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last question. It says for both. What sports did you like playing growing up? I'll answer first and then you can answer, okay? Mm-hmm. I don't play sports. I never have played sports, but I did figure skating for a little while when we lived in Edmonton, and my parents were a big purporter of having you know how to swim. So I did lots of swimming lessons, but I wouldn't say I played sports. I never really did do that. So, what did you do?
I played roller hockey.
Roller hockey.
Hockey on roller skates. And the only person that wore padding was the goalie. And I wasn't the goalie.
So it was a rough sport. Mm-hmm. It was a rough sport. Well, I hope you learned a little bit about us on that question and answer. It's fun doing these. So anyway, we will leave it at that. And if you have any other questions, you can always address us in the comments, and we'll answer the best we can. Hope you're all having a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.